This episode of DisCast was recorded on March 5th, 2014 at discast.us/live. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the show, or watch recorded episodes on YouTube and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DisCastShow to enter the trivia contests and more. If you're feeling generous, please throw us a PayPal donation using the link on our website. It would really help us a lot. Thanks, and enjoy the DisCast. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. To our new listeners, we welcome you aboard our podcast Highway in the Sky and hope you've enjoyed the past week. For those of you standing, please hold on to your headphones at all times and stand clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no trolling please. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Hey, what is up guys? It is Ryan, and welcome to the DisCast. Today is March 5th, 2014, and it's shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello,
Happy
Darren.
March, Ryan. Happy March.
Happy March to you as well.
Yes, wonderful.
Yes.
The last time we were doing this show, it was February.
Yes, that's the month before now. And the next
Now
month
we
that
are
it will
fully
be.
in March.
What's the next month going to be?
Oh,
That's a spoiler.
We'll have to wait on that one.
Okay, it's a surprise. You guys
We'll
don't
have to wait
know.
for Disney to announce it.
Oh, Disney has to. Yeah, there's still
They
speculation.
have to announce, yeah.
We're speculating that's gonna be April.
I don't know, man. May's looking pretty good.
May is looking pretty good, but you know, we have some leads on April. I have some really reputable sources in the calendar
Really?
department. Yeah.
We'll have to see what Disney officially announces.
Yeah. Speaking of Disney
Speaking
officially announcing things,
yeah.
though, we do have tons of stuff going on, tons of things announced. We were correct on a speculation element that we'll get to
that
later.
was great.
Yes.
We beat Disney by a day to announcing something.
We did.
I mean, at the time that we said it wasn't an announcement, it was just a very likely rumor.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, what do you know?
Yep, it is. It's a correct rumor, and we will talk about that in just a few short minutes after we do our trivia and all of that cool stuff. Just telling you guys all this awesome music that you hear. If you love Disney Parks music, you can hear some more over at Spectra Radio. They are a internet radio station broadcasting 24/7 Disney Parks audio, which is so awesome. Check them out, Spectra Radio on Blogspot, and you will not be let down. It's always a good time.
Yes, I definitely enjoy them.
Yes, me too.
Them radio.
Yeah, I know.
Radio plural single.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yes.
looking forward.
So let's go right on to our trivia to start off the night.
A bunch of things.
As I stop that audio and we begin the trivia.
Of course.
Alright guys, now last week we asked you guys, what was Cinderella's royal table originally known as? It was not always called Cinderella's banquet hall, if you did not know that. And
I've never been there.
really,
Yes, have you ever been there?
I have.
Really, how is it?
It's nice, you know. I'm not the hugest fan of classy-ish restaurants. It's not that
Yeah.
classy. It does cater towards little children, but I mean, I don't know. What I don't
I'm
like.
more of a Starlight Cafe type of guy.
Yeah, I like Starlight Cafe. I like that kind of stuff.
That's
I mean,
my choice of restaurant in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Now, of course, I'm not a big fan of just like the huge scale character meals because you're stopping for a character
Yeah.
like literally every 5 minutes, and I want to sit down and eat my food, you know.
Do I have to refer to my book, which I can't find?
Book. Yeah. You talked about your book many times.
My autograph book.
Anyway, guys, we did have 2 people enter who were not previous winners. We had like 6 previous winners who had entered. We have 2 people who were not previous winners, and I have picked between the 2, and I have decided that Colin Goodwin 18 Seaman is our winner for this week. As I grab a pen because my other.
Oh,
pen
hey, somebody
ran
mentioned in
ink.
chat. Where's your Disney badge at?
Oh, my Disney badge is right next to me. I haven't put it on.
Really?
This is a screwdriver, not a pen. All right. It's a screwdriver looking.
Anywho, so back to the whole character thing. I got my waiter at Chef Mickey's autograph. We've now discussed this easily upward of 10 times in the 25 or so episodes of this show.
Yeah, we have 18 Seaman 18. There you go. You are on the list now. It is about time. The answer was King Stephen's Banquet Hall. King Stephen is from I don't even remember. What's King Stephen from? He's the Beauty and the Beast, I think, right? Darren, you lagging? He has his #1 server, Chef Mickey, autograph on there right there. Oh, yep, there goes Darren's internet. So as we wait for Darren to reconnect, to wait for Darren to reconnect. Yes, King Stephen's Banquet Hall. It doesn't really make any sense, seeing as if it is Cinderella's castle, so why would King Stephen have a banquet hall in Cinderella's castle? Didn't make that much sense, but whatever, they called it King Stephen's Banquet Hall anyway. I guess someone at WDI realized the name didn't make any sense, and they changed it back to Cinderella's Royal Table, which makes much more sense. And hello, Darren, how are you today? Again.
And
because you pointed it out, Jess, we're gonna put on the Disney badge.
It's not an episode of DisCast unless my internet dies.
I think we've had a few. Here we go, Jess. Put
Very
it on now.
few.
Right here.
It's gonna be interesting in a few weeks when I'm running the stream.
Yes.
We'll have to figure that out ahead of time.
Yes, in like 3 weeks or so from now, I'm gonna be late to an episode of DisCast, and there's gonna be another one, but I'm probably not even gonna be here. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Darren runs the place.
Yeah.
We're going to try to keep it as fluid as possible, so it looks exactly the same, and you feel like you're watching the same thing.
Except it's just gonna be me.
Yes. For one.
I might have a guest host.
Yeah, you can.
Spectra Radio. Spectra, hit me up. I'd like to have you on.
Oh, there we go. That'd be fantastic. And way to do it when I'm not here. Yeah. So anyway, we do have another trivia question for you guys this week, as we always do. And this week we're asking you guys, what is the first ride in Epcot to have a height requirement?
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, don't put it in the Twitch chat, please. Please make sure, if you want to enter, you head on over to Twitter, you tag us at DisCast Show using the hashtag DisCastTrivia, which Darren has so graciously put into the chat for you guys to read right now. And if you're on iTunes or stuff and you're reading this or you're listening to this before next week, make sure you definitely do. What's it called? Enter is the word I'm looking for.
Like the opposite of exit.
Yeah.
Anywho,
there you go. So make sure
Fred
you
put
enter
hashtag end of DisCast.
It's
I'm
not
assuming
the
that's
end of
referring
DisCast. To what?
Yeah, for when I post it.
For we're gonna have an episode with Darren alone, and he's just gonna explode everything.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see how
Ryan doesn't looks nothing like I thought. Does he look better than you thought? I think.
Speaking of Ryan, Ryan, your lady friend told me to tell you it's Sleeping Beauty and that you're on drugs if you think King Stephen is from Beauty and the Beast.
Did I say Beauty and the Beast?
I believe you did. I think my internet was dying during that.
I meant to say Sleeping Beauty. I thought it was Sleeping Beauty, or something inside of me was saying, I don't know, something obscure, but it definitely wasn't the answer. I meant to say Sleeping Beauty. Sorry, Danielle. For messing up that very...
I'll let you deal with that later.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that, because I could have sworn I said, Sleeping Beauty, but alright, whatever.
That's something I would have said.
Okay, apparently I did say Beauty and the Beast. Crap. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. Alright.
Jeez, you would think we'd know what our Disney princes and princesses.
Indeed. And so now, why don't we get right on to some news for the week? Huh? I think that sounds like a good idea. Don't you guys think so as well?
I agree with that. Seems like a great idea.
I think so too. Now,
so while we're doing that, we're just gonna take a quick little look through my autograph book.
Oh, are we?
I have Minnie Mouse. I have Pluto, Goofy, Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Then we got Donald Duck.
Okay.
#1 server at Chef Mickey.
He's fantastic.
Terry.
Yeah,
he's great. He signed on the left-hand side. I'm never gonna get over this. He defiled my book. Phineas and Ferb. Green Army Men. And I was too lazy to get it anymore.
Okay, there you go. Fantastic.
Speaking of servers and the Royal Table and stuff, we do have a piece of park tips. If you guys have any park tips you'd like to suggest, we got a tab for that on the website. Go ahead and send it in, and we'll go ahead and look at it, and then we'll regurgitate it onto the podcast.
Ooh, regurgitating is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, same. It's wonderful.
Right. So where does our park tip come from today?
Our park tip comes from Jessica, who says, reserve sit-down meals days, even weeks in advance. They fill up very quickly.
You could say even months in advance if you're talking about something that is big ticket like Be Our Guest. Yeah. Be Our Guest, I just tried for fun to get...
I am wearing an Epcot shirt. Somebody asked if I was wearing an Epcot shirt. Test track, yeah.
There you go. Be Our Guest is sold out right now till the summer, which is kind of insane, right?
Yeah.
But that's just how those things work. Those really, really big, yeah, those big restaurants.
Yeah, it's also still kind of new.
It is very new, but you'll still have that at some kinds of
Yeah.
at some restaurants today. So make sure you reserve your things in advance. Now,
Yes, Jessica, thank you for
up-
that wonderful tip.
Yes. First up, we do have some My Magic Plus news. Haven't had that in a couple of weeks, and this is regarding it going to, yes, the picture is up on the screen right now. And this we're talking about
Down to a science.
annual pass holders. It's been testing for some random annual pass holders as they walk through the gates since we last talked about it. But now, in the coming weeks, it is going to be in the middle of this month. Every annual pass holder will be using My Magic Plus, and they are going to have pretty much the same benefits as if they were a resort guest. They'll get magic bands. They will be able to use My Disney Experience. They'll be able to make FastPass Plus reservations in advance, and all of that cool stuff. So
one of my friends was going to Disney, and Disney
AP?
didn't send them. No, just like friend from school.
Right.
They weren't sent the magic band for them. Everybody else in their family got one except for them. Like they had the little
Oh,
case.
that happened to my friend too.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3. No fourth.
Yep. I guess you just go to the concierge and they'll fix that up for you right away, right?
But I like the packaging.
Okay. The thing with your name on it.
Yeah.
That's alright. I'm sure he got it in the end.
That's a
and all was well.
souvenir within itself. Like I still
true.
keep it around. Look. I still
Okay.
keep it around my phone case because I think it looks
No,
cool.
I
Like,
have my phone case here somewhere.
like this entertains me. Like when I'm bored, I'll just sit here doing this for hours. I can't imagine doing that with like the magic band thing because it looks like a suitcase almost. And then it comes with like a little like flash drive thing that you plug into your computer, and there's like the intro with The Incredibles. Like that's exciting. That could entertain
is.
me for days.
I'm sure it could. But yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, you can still watch that on your families.
It's not personalized to you though.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, the video's not personalized at all, but
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, pretty much it's going to be the same for annual pass holders as it would be for resort guests. Gorthog, you're probably listening to my microphone, which is dumb sometimes. It will resolve itself because I don't want to unplug it right now. Because in the past, XSplit hasn't enjoyed that.
yeah, no, we've had some issues with that.
Yeah, so I'm not going to unplug my mic. I could try just muting it and unmuting it. That's probably
Nah, it's fixed. It
Okay.
kind of fixed itself.
My mic does some weird things sometimes. Anyway, another My Disney Experience update. You can now reset your PIN code from the app itself instead of having to go to the concierge or hotel front desk to fix it. You use your PIN if you are charging with it, or if you're making purchases, or if you're what are you doing? You're opening the app.
Yeah. The coolest thing at Disney, I think, is like the little scanner thing, and then
Yeah,
it lights
I
up.
love it. I love it. Love it so much. So now you can reset that PIN right in there on the app itself. It's in the Manage Payments section, if you want to look at that, Darren. Yeah, this is great because it shows that they're kind of looking at little nuanced problems that the system has, and they're going out, they're finding them, and they're fixing them. This is great, and probably the other ones will be fixed as well. You know? That's really, really great. And what kind of mic do I have? An Audio-Technica AT2020 USB. There you go. That's a mouthful. That's the kind of one I have. Is Darren looking for...
I'm looking at Epcot wait times.
Oh, all right. Well, that helps us right now. The park's going to close in like 45 minutes, so it's probably fine. Or did they close already?
I just saw Peter Pan's wait times. It was crazy. I think it's closed. Everything's saying like to 9, but I don't...
Yeah, Epcot closes at... Isn't it usually 9 to 9?
Yeah, but it's the Flower and Garden thing. I figured that they'd be open.
Oh, right.
But yeah.
Well, there you go, spoiling a piece of news later, Darren.
It's not news. They announce this stuff forever.
Yeah, I
in
know,
advance.
but maybe
There's something I want to talk about though later in that.
Sure.
Yeah, 9 to
We'll get
9.
there
So
soon.
Epcot's closed. Magic Kingdom's open though.
There
If
you go.
You
Magic
got
Kingdom's
45 more minutes at Magic Kingdom.
There
Go.
you go. Everyone
Quickly.
go right now. All right. Next up.
Am I frozen?
No, you're not frozen. You're fine. I think it's just because you had your head down. You're looking at your phone. That could have been why. Next up, guys, Disney has announced their third 24-hour Magic Kingdom party. The first one they had was for the One More Disney Day in 2012, and last year they had their little Monsters University launch summer event thing, and that was really cool too. And now they're doing a third one. They're calling this one Rock Your Disney Side, and they're encouraging guests to dress up as their favorite characters, appropriately, obviously.
There was an issue.
And here's this publicity thing they did for it. Check it out. It's a picture that they posted on Twitter with 140 characters. Get it? 140 characters.
Genius.
I thought it was funny.
The behind-the-scenes video was so cheesy, too.
I know it was, but you know that's.
It was great. There was an issue. It was, I don't know, around a year or so ago. It was where a chick dressed up as Tinkerbell.
Oh.
And they said that she was too realistic, so they kicked her out of the parks.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah, I could see them doing that.
Because, like, they don't have any control over her. Like, if she were to, like, go up to some little kid and just start, like, cursing at their face, Tinkerbell! Leave me alone! Like,
Yeah.
they don't have control in that
Yeah, but
situation.
I understand that.
So it's weird how they're
I mean, it's
doing
pretty.
this.
Yeah. You would think they would try to discourage people from dressing up as characters.
Yeah. Well, I know they let, like, little girls dress up as, like, princesses and
right.
stuff.
I
But
mean,
I'm talking, like, grown, like, female. Just dressing up as Tinkerbell.
Yep, I understand it. Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of Magic Kingdom news...
Oh, we have, yes, much more Magic Kingdom news. This one we announced last week, a day before it was announced by Disney. And this is the redesign of the hub. So, ba-boom, ba-boom. This is a 3D rendering that Disney did. There you go. It looks really nice. It looks basically how we saw it in that other, what's it called, in the satellite image that someone altered to look like what it was going to look like, and they did a pretty good job. It looks pretty much the same. You can see the decreased waterways. You could see some of those castle pillars that you see over by the entrance to New Fantasyland. Now they're in front of the Dream Along stage.
Yeah. A lot of just cool stuff.
Overall, a lot of like guest space was created, which is fantastic for fireworks, for transportation, and all that kind of stuff. It's great. However, this is not going to be completed until 2015. Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
Yes. So yeah, it was speculated last week. They confirmed it last Thursday, and now it is all. Yeah, the work's supposed to
It's all news.
end. Yeah, the work's supposed to end in 2015. So I don't know.
That
it's
is
a little-
awesome. I'm kind of excited for it, but not really. I don't think that
I don't think it's gonna do anything bad.
I don't think it's gonna do anything good either. I think it's just gonna kind of be there. It's just gonna be different.
Right?
You know, just think about it. It's just more space for people to take up at the hub.
Which is what that was the whole idea.
Yeah, no, I'm talking from like a guest standpoint. You know, there's more space to fill up at the hub. There's gonna be more people at the hub. You know, when there's less space, there's not as many people.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Raven's live stream says, "Amen. Whenever I try to leave MK after fireworks, I feel like a sandwich, and you can't get anywhere because you're crowded with people. So maybe this will."
Watches the fireworks.
What? Maybe after the show, maybe after this is implemented, there'll be a little bit more room to move during wishes. That would be great. Will it work? Who knows? Maybe the space will just all get taken up as well, and it will just be a larger surface area of road that's being covered by people. We'll see. Only time will tell. We'll see this next year when the construction is completed. Along the lines of this, we told you guys that the hub lakes, the moats, would be drained this week to do some refurb.
Like I said last week, I think that's the refurb.
Oh, also on this map, before I talk about that, you could see the walkway around 5 o'clock. That's going to be going towards the MK bypass. So there you go. And the one that's around 7 o'clock is the one going to the new Casey's area that we talked about.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Something quick about that is a lot of people that were like watching the video. I saw a bunch of comments on that where people going, "What happened to the partner statue? Where's the partner statue?" I don't know if it's like clearly visible in that.
It's not.
But it was very hidden. What they did was Disney put it on. They made it on a 2D like just straight up like flat plane.
Yeah.
So if you're not looking like directly at it, you don't see it. Just for like saving spacing issues because they don't feel like modeling the entire partner statue for a rough
Pretty much.
sketch.
If you've ever tried animating, you know what we mean.
Craig and I know animation.
Yeah.
We're both in it.
It's
so,
not fun. It's not fun
yeah.
to go around and animate things. You don't have to, so you don't do it.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to the little details. I assure you, for those of you who did see the video, that the partner statue is still there. You see it for like half a second.
I think you do, yeah. You know, if you're a programmer, if you're an animator, you've been in this situation before, and you'll understand them. But obviously not everyone has. So yes, the hub modes have been drained. They're doing some refurb on that. You know, probably for the... it might have something to do with the hub realignment and the refurb. They might have to change some things for that. I don't know if it's going to be that much related to the hub reworking, because again, the construction for the hub rework is going to be completed next year, and this is just now. And
there's a big difference, but I think it's going to be, you know, prepping for that.
Right. Yeah.
There's no denying that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
That's really it. the construction started. We already told you guys it would happen, and now it happened.
It's a walkway.
No, you can't walk
Get
in
excited, guys.
Okay, we have a cool new picture that was posted this week by the Disney Parks blog. It's a picture from the top of the Seven Dwarves Mine Train. You can see in the foreground over here, you can see how the new brush is being put up, which is artificial, as you can very plainly see. I don't know where you were talking about the real trees being, Darren.
The real trees are on the bottom. Fake stuff's on the top.
All right. Yeah, the ones over in the bottom look real. Okay.
You want to know why? Because those are the ones that are kind of a little bit further away from the track, and they're easier to manicure and keep clean than the ones up top. I can't imagine people walking on top of a mountain every single day.
Yeah, indeed.
To clean that, but you know, just snip around the edges on the bottom. You're set.
Yep, and of course we see the infamous castle crane over there.
Yeah. Hey, I need to get its autograph.
What, the castle crane?
Yeah, it's the new character. Look, I got a nice big space for it right here.
All right.
I'll give it the left side, like Terry.
Fantastic.
Or Terrence, or whatever his name was. He signed it like his first initial, then his last name, and I can't read either. His name was either Terry or Terrence.
I think he told me it was Terrence last time you mentioned it. Who knows? Anyway, that's that with the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We still don't know when it's going to be opened or anything else about it. All we know is that it's here and it's being worked on.
Yes.
And soon. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Some refurb news. Oh, what?
I think the castle crane is actually...
Is what?
As of now.
Is as of now what?
It's no longer there. It's not there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when Katie was there, she sent me a picture one morning, and she's like, it's gone, and there was no castle crane. So that leads me to think that picture was taken a little bit in advance, and Disney spent like some decent amount of time looking things over on it to make sure like nothing secret was going out.
Probably.
Or else why would they like take a picture a week in advance?
Yeah. Alright, so I guess it's gone. They did tell us that the crane would be sticking around for longer than it has in past years. That didn't really seem to happen, because isn't this usually the time when it's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, they do that to take down the Christmas lights, so
yes, but it's also...
Now March.
This year, in addition to getting rid of the Christmas lights, they also wanted to do a little bit of a refurb to the castle itself.
Uh-huh.
You know, polishing it up and all that cool stuff. But I guess it's all done now. So a little bit of MK refurbishments going on. The Astro Orbiter is going to have a large refurbishment going on this summer. It's going to be closing on May the 3rd, and will be reopening on August the 21st.
I've been to Disney around 20 times. I have never ridden Astro Orbiter.
I think I've ridden it once, and I'm pretty sure it was during the Pirate and Princess party.
You know why I haven't ridden it?
Why?
I never understood how you got up there. I know that there's an elevator. But just the whole idea of like the queue is like weird, and then there's the elevator. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I have never gone on it, and I never plan on going on it.
I've gone on it once. It's better than Dumbo and Aladdin, in my opinion. I think it goes a little bit faster, and you're also higher up, and you get to see more cool stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've only been a couple times, if not more once. See ya, Jess. Enjoy Disney. Yes, we would love to see all your pics. If you see anything interesting, make sure you hit us up.
Tweet them at us. Yes,
indeed. So yeah, I don't know what extensive refurbishment entails with Astro Orbiter, but it's happening, and we will see what's going on. The People Movers also was supposed to get a refurbishment around now, I think, but they've rescheduled it from May 3rd to June 20th, reopening on June 30th even, and it's going to be reopening on the 1st of July.
Is there something linked between the two? Because they share the same building. Is this a building issue that's going on?
You mentioned this when we first said it. So it could be just the building has to be a little reworked.
Yeah. And, because Astro Orbiter's higher up, that's clearly going to take more time. Mm-hmm. So it could be something like with the Foundation or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who was I telling this to? I said I want them to redo, like, all of Tomorrowland again, like what they did in the 90s. It's been a nice 20 years since they've done that. I think that they need to, like, refuturize it.
I like Tomorrowland. I see what you're saying.
Make it Thursday themed. Tomorrow's Thursday, so
yeah. Tomorrow. Then they'll have to make it Friday themed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Horizons 2.0, calling it right now. I don't know about that one.
In that much space? You think you could fit Horizons in that much space? No. Unless they throw the thing underground.
Of course, Disneyland's
They'll drop the elevator.
Disneyland's Tomorrowland might turn into Star Wars.
Yeah,
we don't know.
That was like crazy rumored.
Yeah, very rumor. No one knows if it's true. It might have been in the planning stages and then canned. We don't know. Personally, I'd rather have it in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Because I go there more often. Not just because of that. I feel like it's more fit for Hollywood Studios. And Tomorrowland's so iconic, I don't think messing with that's a good idea. You know what I mean?
Kind of, sort of. I think that they definitely need change.
And you're always going to have that stuff like Space Mountain that you're not going to change to theme to Star Wars. That's not going to happen. So will they re-theme everything and just have Space Mountain, not Star Wars themed?
Well, space... Star Wars.
I know, I don't want them to add Star Wars elements to Space Mountain to make it seem like... I don't want that to happen.
But they could leave it as it is, and it kind of fits through it.
Yeah, I mean, it is in... Space Mountain's supposed to be like in a real-world space travel scenario. Not in a Star Wars space travel scenario.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's kind of different. But,
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely Hollywood Studios, I'd imagine that there. Actually, it already is there.
Well, yes, it's also already in Tomorrowland or Disneyland.
Yeah.
I just think it should be expanded more upon in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Anyway, we talked about the Transportation Ticket Center getting a new ferry boat dock for transportation between Magic Kingdom and the TTC. Well, they're also building a second dock in Magic Kingdom, which just makes sense. If they're building another one on one end, the efficiency is not going to happen unless they build another one on the other end.
Yeah. And those things are, the ferries are pretty much very efficient.
They are, and doing this is going to do nothing but increase the efficiency, which is a fantastic thing.
I can't ever remember waiting more than like 5 minutes for the ferry.
Yeah, I know. That's be great.
They're pretty good.
I haven't taken the ferry all that much.
Really? I took it on my trip in March because the monorail broke down.
Oh,
we were stuck.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I'm at the TTC or if I'm in that area, I'm probably going to be taking the monorail unless it's broken.
When you got both sides of the monorail broken, you don't really have that many options.
Yeah,
so.
That's true.
It's either sit there and wait or...
the only time I've taken a boat to Magic Kingdom was when I stayed at Wilderness Lodge, which was my first trip to Disney.
Really?
Yeah, that was the one time I took a boat to Magic Kingdom. And then I took a boat to Epcot when I stayed at Epcot Boardwalk. I like that system. I mean, I think that's kind of a very... you could end up waiting a long time at the Boardwalk area. Mm-hmm. I have waited. I waited like half an hour.
Well, it's almost easier to walk at that point.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I remember when I went with my family in what month was it? March is what I said.
Right.
And we had
You keep saying when I went in March. Now it is March.
Yeah.
So you have to start saying last year now.
Last year. Oh, don't remind me it's last year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was staying at the Dolphin and it wasn't that far of a walk, so...
Oh yeah, the whole resort
The whole area.
Yeah. This was also, I think I was like 8 when I stayed at the Boardwalk.
I think... I feel like I stayed at the Beach Club. I don't know why, but I feel like I remember staying there.
You could have. Who knows?
I could have. I don't know. I gotta go verify with.
Yeah.
my parentals on that.
Obviously, if you've been going since you were so little, you probably don't remember some of those earlier trips.
I definitely don't.
So there you go. I might have been in that little stretch. Who knows? Anyway, yeah. Ferry boat at TTC and Magic Kingdom. They'll be blinking with each other. We don't know when it's going to be open. We've heard nothing. All we know is they're under construction. I think it's just I don't think Disney has said anything about it. We've just seen it. So yeah, what's that?
See, man, I didn't know that you were a DVC member.
Neither did I. Learn something new every day.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Anyway, guys, just a friendly reminder for all of you that the Festival of Fantasy Parade begins this Sunday, March 9th, I want to say, but I don't want to feel like an idiot.
Must miss.
Yes, the 9th. March 9th.
I wish I could say I was excited, honestly.
I'm excited because I'm open-minded about it. Of course, if you can see the Oscar winners from Frozen, Anna and Elsa, in this parade that are going to be on the Princess Garden float, along with a ton of other princesses. Who else are going to be with? They're going to be with Belle, Cinderella, Tiana, and a whole cast of others. Yeah, Princess Garden float. I guess it's a garden with princesses on it. There you go.
Wow, Disney, you're really going far out with the names.
Well, I don't think I don't think there are real names for floats, you know?
Well, no, they're addressing it as such. So
I know, but I mean, since when are there formal names for parade floats?
I don't know.
I think
I
that's
take
kinda
everything that Disney Parks blog takes. I kind of take in what they say as like the official name for it.
I guess. Yeah, it works.
Like when the Imagineers were like doing the like original sketch, they're like, okay, we got this. We're gonna call this the whatever, and I don't know.
Whatever. Great.
Well, I'm sure like each float has like their own name.
Yep. Of course, you can also meet them at Epcot. That's been very
Popular.
Spectra, I was listening to the music they played in the "We're Recording Music" video on YouTube. Seemed pretty good. I enjoyed it. It didn't sound like, the poppy "Celebrate a Dream Come True." It didn't sound like a poppiness thing to it. It was more of like an actual orchestrated score, which I think "Celebrate a Dream Come True" lacked.
But did it need to lack it? I feel like,
No, it didn't. It didn't.
It was a very upbeat.
I know. I'm just a music guy.
right.
I'm a music guy. I appreciate music, That's me.
I just like bright colors.
There you go.
Looks cool.
Well, you're getting tons of bright colors. I keep kicking my tablet off the... Okay, you'll get tons of bright colors with Circus Chick and Clownfish Girl, whatever their names are. Bubble Chick and Clown... whatever. Circus Girl? I don't remember.
What were they smoking when they came up with those
I don't know.
costumes?
Who knows? Whatever. That's over. We're going to move over to some Epcot thing. We only got one thing, and Darren said he has something to talk about it. The International Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, presented by HGTV, I think. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It started this morning. No, not this morning. Yes, this morning.
Yes.
This morning. It started this morning. It's running from today to May 18th of 2014. There's tons of cool pictures if you want to check them out. WDW Magic has a huge group of them. I'm sure the Disney Parks blog will have something out on it tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably say, we opened yesterday. Come check it out. It's another...
That's like last year, or 2013, or whatever you would call it. There was one time that they announced the limited time Magic thing after like the date was like a third of the way through.
Oh, wow. Wow. Good job. I'm enjoying the offering of topiaries and stuff. There's a Muppets one that I like.
Uh-huh.
I like the Muppets one.
I always like the Cars ones and the
Cars
Toy
ones
Story one. Yeah.
Oh, there's a Seven Dwarves one.
They just recycle those, but still nice.
And I like how...
One thing I wanted to mention was the Germany pavilion.
Yes, they also have little plants and stuff in the train thing.
That is the coolest thing ever. I saw a picture of like little Woody and Buzz, and like you had Lightning McQueen.
Yeah,
they did the more iconic ones, and they just have it in the little village in Germany that the train goes around.
Oh, I love it.
That is the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, so you get these little miniature guys have a flower and garden festival of their own. It's great. I love the flower and garden festival. The majority of my Disney trips have been during that time. Yeah, so it's always
fun.
It's always been a fun time for me. And allergy acceleration period.
Yes.
I go down to Florida. I'd start sneezing, and by the time I come back up to New York, it's pollen season here too.
Yep.
Yay!
You need to plan your trips better.
Yeah, whatever. I'll take what I can get when it comes to going to Disney.
Yep.
Anyway, into some Disney Springs preparation news. We have a parking garage concept art going on. Now, Disney hates parking garages as much as we do, so they're trying to make it not just a box with cars in it. As you can see, with this picture right here,
Very, like, modern looking.
it looks very modern. It reminds me of the Starbucks they're making on the West Side. Which makes me think, is the whole West Side gonna have this really cool modern theme to it? Because I really hope so, because this looks awesome.
I like how, like, their shapes just extruding everywhere.
Yeah.
I like when Disney does that.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't look like it fits in, but it actually fits in really well. So.
Yeah, there's gonna be all these little fins of metal jutting out. It's gonna look cool. Yeah, and I'm just hoping that the rest of the West Side has this really cool theme to it, because this is an architectural theme I really love.
Yeah.
This modern stuff. The Starbucks looks great. We've shown you guys the Starbucks concept art. That looks really, really cool. And
I'm excited. I think
I am
Disney
too.
Springs is going to be wonderful.
Me too. I'm probably going to enjoy it much more than I've ever enjoyed Downtown Disney. Just because the theming. Downtown Disney, does it have theming to it? Not really.
Yeah.
It's just a place to go shop.
Yeah. You know, you go there and it's kind of just like an outdoor mall.
Yeah.
Everything's just kind of scattered.
Yes. But this is going to actually give it some theming and make it a themed outdoor mall. Which is something Disney does best, their theming, and so I'm very looking forward to it. But we got a few years until all of these plans are followed through completely, and sadly, part of these plans following through is closing some old favorites. We have the Pollo Campero and Baby Cakes NYC, which are going to be permanently closing this month because they're in the way of some kinds of plans. Pollo Campero, which I guess is a chicken place based on the name.
Yeah.
When they removed McDonald's in 2010, this place came in and served as a new. Yeah, I didn't realize that that's where McDonald's was, but now that I'm looking at the picture, knowing that's where McDonald's was, I kind of remember it. The water is off to the right of that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lego's right nearby. Yeah, I remember this.
Yep, right there.
Yep.
Right.
And there was a Baby Cakes NYC bakery inside of Pollo Campero, and I guess that's going to be closed as well. It's going to be demolished. The whole building's going to go away for Disney Springs plans.
Are they going to rebuild it?
I don't think it's going to be this place. I don't know. The building's going away, and they say that this restaurant's closing permanently. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see. Again, we don't really know too much.
I'm just so excited for Disney Springs.
I'm very excited. I mean, they can get rid of whatever and
Yeah,
Disney, honestly.
it's gonna be so nice. I remember, what was it, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, looking at the
concept art.
Yeah, when Tom Staggs was like, guys, we got this great thing, and he was doing like the whole press release thing where they had like the model set up, and then they had like the 3D images on the model, and they had everything put in color and sections, and it was so cool looking because it's so organized. It's great.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Excited.
very excited. Can't wait until this starts getting implemented. I'm gonna definitely just go down to check out the construction, see what's going on, because definitely really, really cool. Now, Father's Day weekend, if you're gonna be down in Disney, then make sure you go down to the Car Masters weekend at Downtown Disney. It is returning. It's a classic car show. Great for the fathers in your life, and it's themed with cars because, well, that opportunity is just kind of blaring there.
Disney owns cars.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just some automotive celebrities. Celebrities come down. I don't know any automotive celebrities. Do you know any automotive celebrities?
Personally, no.
Do you know any, like, offhand? I don't know the names of any.
Yeah, Dale Jr.
Oh, okay. I know
Like
that
race
guy.
car drivers. Yeah.
I don't know. Who else? The guy from Counting Cars? I don't even know is that even the name of the show?
No, you get the guys that do like the what's that show? There's a show on like Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
You get those
is that
guys
Counting
that come
Cars?
down.
I don't know. There's a history. I don't even know.
I don't pay attention to cars.
They all have like the same. They all have like the same shows.
The
on
same
different
premise,
channels.
yeah.
Competition. There you go. And this is when I would, Never mind.
If we were smart people, we would have tied in the parking garage in with the car masters.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
By the way, about the parking garage, I'll bring that picture back up because we're talking about that now.
Yes.
Justin said, "Oh God, a parking garage. This isn't going to be good."
Disneyland's all parking garages.
Disneyland is used parking garage. No one likes a parking garage. When they were making the parking garage they originally didn't want a parking garage at Disneyland. I think Eisner said like, "Well, I don't want a parking garage. Garages are evil," or something. I don't think he called them evil, but he said something that meant the same thing.
He said a lot of things.
Okay, yeah. Nobody likes parking garages. And that's why Disney doesn't just want to make a huge concrete box that you just shove cars into, because that's what most parking garages are. That's why they're going for the modern feel, and I really like it. So there you go. That's all we got, really, for the news.
I want to leave a quick thought out. Sure. A bunch of people have been asking about, like, DisCast t-shirts and stuff for, like, my own, like, server and my YouTube channel. We're considering the thought of doing something like that. Yeah. But the issue is coming up with designs. Ryan and I aren't the most artistically genius people.
Yeah.
So if you have any sort of design that you'd like to, make for us, we'll pull like the best 2 or 3 if a bunch of people send them in, and we'll use that. And if we do sell T-shirts, we make a little bit of profit off that, and because you'd be the designer, we'd share that profit with you. So
yeah. So it's definitely a good deal. As always, we always encourage you guys sending your fan art in, but this way, not only is it fan art for us to kind of show off, but you could be making some money. We'll get into, exact percentages and stuff if it becomes a real thing, but if you have cool designs that you want to be on t-shirts, make sure you send them in.
Before you do anything, before you get started, if you are going to participate,
I think that goes for MC Parks and DisCast, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So either
and like our personal channels, if you want to do something. I don't know.
as well.
I think I'll just make like a giant central store for the 2 of us and our personal projects and stuff.
That sounds really good.
So, some things to keep in mind. The Waltograph font is pretty much trademarked, so nothing involving that.
Well, actually, here's the deal with the Waltograph font. You can use it, you just can't spell the word Disney with it or anything related to Disney.
Yeah. So.
Because there's I was actually reading this. I was reading the court case in fonts and copyright. You can't own a typeset, but you can own words in a typeset because that's what a logo is. So Disney owns the word Disney in that font. But if I spelt Ryan Hecht in that font, then Disney doesn't own that. So, yeah. But steer clear of it at all cost if you can. That's what I'm gonna say.
People are saying just use the logo we have now. That's not really like a shirt logo. Like that's not, that's not exciting. That's just a sideways, like a slanted box that I made in like 5 minutes. Yes. Yeah.
Just try if you possibly can. All you budding artists out there, try to not use the Waltograph font at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's great alternatives out there.
Yeah.
I know, but yeah.
There's a bunch of places where you can get, Disney-esque fonts, but not actually Disney fonts.
Yeah. So that's, I don't know. Episode ran a little short, which is surprising considering how much stuff we actually had to go over, but it was all really quick things,
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions on anything?
Yep. Any questions, just hit us up, and we will make sure to answer them.
Yeah. So, going back to the My Magic Plus thing, right. I just want to drag this back to the beginning.
For sure.
I think it's safe to say that, the testing period's almost over.
Yes. Of course.
Because Disney still hasn't been, testing period's over. This is a full thing. I
don't think they ever will.
You think that's just going to be a thing and they're going to hope everybody, forgets about it?
I don't know. I think it's just going to be yeah, it's out here now. We kind of told you guys a couple weeks ago that it was a thing. Now just kind of treat it as such.
Here, deal with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Obviously there are still some... There's still some bugs with it. There's still some issues that need to be resolved. They're working on them, as we saw with the whole little pin changing
3 out of
thing.
4.
They're still adding some subtle features. They're still changing some subtle features.
Hashtag we need 5 fast passes. Let's get it trending, guys.
Passes. That's gonna happen. I'm sorry, Craig, but I do not think that Magic Kingdom will be in the next DLC for Battlefield 4. Sorry to crush your dreams there. I mean, I would love to play in Magic Kingdom and Battlefield 4.
There's a Left 4 Dead 2 map.
Yes, that's Disneyland, isn't it? Or is it just Splash Mountain?
I think it's just Splash Mountain.
All right.
And that's kind of what the premise for the MC Park survival games was.
Yeah.
Like the Magic Kingdom survival games I got going. That's kind of where I like bounced that idea off, you know.
MCParks.us.
fighting to the death in Magic Kingdom. Like
Ironic.
that's
it's
funny.
irony. We're artists. We're poets.
We didn't even know it.
Yeah. We're poets and we were not aware of the fact. I say that all the time. Gordhog might get that reference. Anyway. Yeah, so did they ever contemplate expansion of the Walt Disney World monorail? It's been speculated billions and billions of times, but I don't think anything has been officially contemplated.
Maglevs! Who cares about the monorail?
I know.
Monorails are going to be a thing of the past within the next year.
I know.
Orlando is getting a magnetic levitation transportation vehicles.
Yes, but that's an Orlando thing. That's gonna go to like probably TTC and MCO. It's not gonna be used in Oh, the bill got crushed, really? Wow. Apparently that's done.
Really?
I did not hear about this.
When did that happen? Because just a few weeks ago I was talking with Orlando Buzz on. Really?
It was like last week.
That's crazy. You know, it was very expensive, and I feel like there would have had to be some separate funding. No, he's saying that... Is he talking about the monorail? He says it was meant to be expanded to MCO.
Oh,
but it
the
got
monorail. Or are you talking about the maglev? Because I'm pretty sure...
Because the governor of Florida was all for it. Because think about how easy and like how much better that is for transportation. You know, you're knocking all these people off the streets.
Florida can't afford it. Masstransitmag.com. That's a thing.
Look, the thing with monorails is, especially in the TTC, where do you put the other stations at?
That's true.
You know, it's kind of all compacted in. You know, you have Epcot taking up the entire like right-hand side, and then you have Magic Kingdom taking up all of Seven Seas Lagoon. There's no like space.
I see one.
Unless they make another monorail that goes either above the track or below the pre-existing monorail track, there's no space for it.
I see a plan to put it into a different county, to put it into Osceola County.
Okay, well,
apparently, Barack Obama put in $63 million into the budget to extend the commuter rail system over there. I don't know. What?
What I heard was that it was just going to be this thing put towards all the tourist centers. You know, that decongest the roads, and it makes it more feasible for Orlando residents. Because people that are going to like Disney and stuff, they're not using like Orlando mass transit. They're either renting a car or they're using like the Disney transportation service. Same for people going to Universal. So you throw in these maglevs, and next thing you know, you got people taking this, Orlando, Florida mode of transportation. Hey, you know what? Disney scored some major points recently. They pulled, or they were saying they were going to pull all their funding of Boy Scouts of America because they don't support gays.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's a pretty big blow to them.
That is. I don't know what Disney was doing with Boy Scouts. I don't know what they were actually...
They just do a bunch of funding for them.
Oh, did they? Okay, whatever. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know these things.
Well, they also have like Boy Scout days and stuff. They do like the group packages.
Oh, okay. Well, that's for any group, really.
Yeah. Anywho, maglevs, exciting stuff.
Yeah,
we should report back to that next week.
We should. I'm still looking around about this.
I'm generally curious about it. Because what I had heard was that it would pass and that the governor was starting to look for funding.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Who cares? Look, you have to think, Gorthog, about just the overall amounts of money that Florida would be making off this. Like I said, everybody uses this private form of transportation either through Disney or through private taxi services. They're not using any sort of like Florida government regulated transportation.
Right.
So you make this thing, it's going to cost so much money. Now, there's no gasoline involved because it's magnets.
In the long run, it's a good investment.
Yes.
That's the whole idea. The whole problem is getting the money now to make it a reality. That's just kind of the thing with a lot of things.
One of the things they were considering was that they just do it from MCO.
Right. To the
Straight
convention
up.
center.
Yeah.
Which is over by Universal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then they do it in chunks, right?
Where Minecon was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they expanded over into iDrive.
Yes.
And then they go outward, and then they just go to like all these different tourist places, and then they send it back over.
That's what I last heard about it. But whatever.
Because that,
I'll look
in
into
theory,
it.
is much cheaper than just doing it all at once.
Yeah, I'll look into it. If I can find anything, I'll definitely let you guys know. In fact, before the next episode, I'll make sure if I find anything, I'll let you guys know on my Twitter. That's Ryan_Hecht.
Yes.
Check me out there. It's probably on your host's page, actually, if you're on DisCast.us/live, which you should be.
Yes.
And yes. Guys, if you enjoy the show, make sure you give us a rating on iTunes. It really means a lot to us. Yeah, give us a rating on iTunes. If you're feeling generous, throw us a PayPal donation. Make sure you enter our trivia question on Twitter. I'll be posting the question up there for you guys in just a minute when we end the show. And yeah. So, do you got anything else, Darren? Are we good?
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Nice riveting conversation.
Me too.
You may be right. Hold up. This could be a game changer.
New train depot plan. This is February 17th. This is about when updated February 24th.
Yes. Okay.
Governor Rick Scott announced on Monday he intends to budget $215 million for a multi-model complex at MCO that would serve as a transportation hub for the public and privately financed trains. I don't think this has anything to do with maglev. This is just a train depot, right? This is just a train depot. This isn't anything. I read about this. This is something to do with the actual. No.
I think it is.
Central Florida's Transportation Agency.
What do you call a maglev
Metro
station?
Plan recently preliminary approved construction for the maglev train that would connect Orange County Convention Center, the Florida Mall, and a Sunrail station at Sand Lake Road with the airport. It would cost approximately $344 million and will be paid for entirely with private money. So that's a separate thing.
You can't tell me Disney and Universal are going to be all over that. Like, that's where most of that private money's coming from.
Yeah.
How much money did Disney spend on My Magic Plus?
Something
50
crazy.
billion? Something like that?
Something crazy. But obviously,
this is going to be something Draco.
Yeah. The maglev and this train depot are two different things, Spectra. But they did give preliminary approval for this maglev train.
Hold up. What do you call a maglev, like, station?
A maglev station.
Would you not just go along with train station?
Yes, you would. But that's not what this is. This train depot is a different thing.
I feel like it's weird that they're mentioning it.
The maglev train might go to this station.
It says, in addition, the transportation depot will also accommodate a privately funded magnetic levitation train.
Yes.
So yes, this is exactly what we were looking for.
If it becomes a thing, which we think it will.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all we have for you this week. Yes. So, Darren, you wanna play?
Thank you guys for watching. We shall see you next time.
We'll see you guys later.